Hey again, viewers, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I've wanted to do for a while since I kind of missed it last year, and that is taking a look at my ERTL Scrapyard again. Now, for those that don't know, this is basically just a box of ERTLs that I have, which are in played with condition, and either these are in a state that I feel they can't be displayed in my collection, or they're just too far gone that the play value is not there anymore. But I'll basically reach into this box and pull stuff out to use for parts to fix up other ERTLs, or in a lot of cases, I'll use these for the customs that I make. And I have to say, it is great to have a box of stuff like this laying around just for that particular reason. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what's all in my scrapyard, maybe talk a little bit about a few things, and hopefully this will be interesting for you guys. Alright, let's get started and get into it. First, we have a bag of ERTL track. There's a couple pieces in there, and I got this from my friend Eddie. It came in the crane accessory set that he picked up at my local hobby shop a couple years ago before they shut down. And basically he didn't have a use for this, so he told me I could have it. And plan is to throw this in my collection of track, just haven't got around to it yet. But we've also got a Stepney here, which is missing various parts. I think that I showed this the last time I was in this box. All those pieces should be in here. Basically tore this down for a custom that I never went through with. Also got a, well, we'll just say poorly customized Gordon here that I also got from Eddie, and that was in amongst a bunch of ERTL parts that he gave me. We've got an express coach, which I might have got this from Douglas, I think. Stickers are faded, and it's also missing a buffer. Probably tear it down for a custom at some point. On the topic of coaches, we've also got a few Annies. Well, we got two Clarabelles and one Annie, and I basically have these for coach customs I want to do. But overall condition of them isn't too bad. Other than just the stickers are a little wore, but I'm not too concerned about that. Got a Henry here, which other than a broken buffer, I think that's really all that's wrong with this. There's actually another Henry here, which other than paint chipping on this one, it doesn't look too bad. I think some of these I've got thrown in here because I do plan on doing some customs with them. Possibly one of those is for an old shape Henry. Also got an Edward here, broken buffer on the back of this, and just heavy paint chipping all over. Actually, when I'm looking at this now, I can see these wheels are really chewed up. There's almost no flanges left on some of these. But also, this would be a D'Agostini Class 40, or the diesel, and got this from Eddie. Basically, he just needed the face off of this, and he just threw this in my Bart's box. So other than that, stickers are worn, screws are missing on that as well. Got a Percy here. This, I believe, I might have pulled parts off of this because it looks like I've had it apart, but the face for this is probably in the box somewhere. We've also got a Douglas tender. I cut this off of one of the twins that I scrapped, and I don't know, not much more I can say about that. Also got a James here, which this poor guy, I've salvaged quite a few parts off of him. Back coupler and buffers are completely busted off. One of these wheels is missing. I probably use that on something else. Just really heavily chipped, missing the stickers and such. Actually, the tender's got a nice ding in it right there. But got a Bluebell here. I believe this came from Eddie as well. Really, there's not a whole lot wrong with this. It's got the wrong wheels and side rods on it. I have debated about doing a custom with this, trying to make Bluebell's sister, but I don't know. Oh, we've got this pump truck, which is mint in the box. Some of you may know I'm not a fan of the 2001 packaging, but my plan was I was going to see about doing a custom with this, which is why it's in here and it's still mint in the box. But what else? Got a tar wagon body. I don't see the chassis. This might have been just one of the bodies I got in. There's a Sodor fuel tanker, which has missing a screw and it has the coupler pin busted off. We've got the shell for an ERTL Bertram. I believe I got this from Eddie and I just pulled the face off of it. We've also got a, what is this? It's a Tommy Neville, and basically Eddie bought this just to pull the face off of it. I don't even know if it works or anything, but there's that. Oh, there's the frame to that tar tanker. Actually, I think this frame was from the tankers. I pulled the axles off to put on, do the 3-axle tankers that I did. We've also got a Gordon, which is in reasonable condition. I think I got this for a custom, probably. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in here. There is a Toad, overall good condition, other than some paint chipping, and his face has been pretty battered. We've also got a Flying Scotsman without the tender. I cut that off to give my the Flying Scotsman in my collection a second tender. But then we've also, oh, here's another Gordon. Actually, there's 2 Gordons here, and these are in played with condition, quite beaten and battered. This is the worst of them, which I believe this one was from the junk heap I got a few years back. A lot of busted parts on this. The couplers are pretty much a write-off on it. This one here is about the same way. The front coupler is busted off of this. But we've also got a Mavis, which I forget. I either tore this apart because I wanted pieces off of it for either Frankie or my Railway Series Mavis. But yeah, because I can see the rivets are drilled out on it. Also got a Toby. This would have been from the junk heap that I got. And yeah, he's pretty much sun affected. What else? Cheap generic Reader's Digest N-scale gondola car, I guess. Nothing too exciting there. Got a Boco. Heavily played with condition. It's got numerous pieces, parts broke off the bottom. Same with the front coupler. I think I got this to do a custom with it, but haven't got around to that. There's another Henry. And conditions, not too bad. Some paint chipping, sticker loss. Also got, there's a James, which now just in a played with state, basically. Got a Class 40, or the diesel, whichever. He's missing his face and some buffer stickers. Actually, there's a second one in here. I got these to do customs of some Railway Series diesels, but just haven't got around to it. So that's what those will be used for. Also got a Spam can. This would have been, I think Eddie customized this to be old stuck up because I got it from him. Missing a buffer and just paint chips all over. Speaking of Spam can, there is a Wooden Railway Spam can minus the face. This is another one that came from Eddie. He just wanted the face off of it. Other than that, condition of this, it possibly make a decent, just normal British Railways diesel. Also got an Edward here. Relatively good condition with this, just a little bit of paint chipping and some sticker loss. Keep digging here. We've got another express coach. This one seems to have all of its parts, just again, a little bit of sticker wear. There is an old coach, which I've pulled parts off of this because there's a broken buffer. This has a anti-Clarabelle roof for some reason, and the wheels are gone. There's another old coach right here. Oh, that's got a broken buffer on the back, and okay. some Sodor mail coaches. This one here looks to be all there. A lot of these I've gotten mainly just parts for customs. This one, stickers are worn and the pin's broken on the front. I might have got that one from Eddie. I don't remember. But there's, if I can reach it, there's the shell to another Sodor mail coach. Got a Reneas here. Actually, I think I've got a couple Reneases in here. If I just reach down, yeah, there's another one right there. These ones I want to use for some Railway Series customs. And I think there is, yep, right there it is. There is another Reneas. I originally was using this one to make the prototype ERTL lady, but I just kind of abandoned the project, and who knows, I might use this for a Dolgok at some point. But we've also got quite a few Percys here. I don't really need to point out everything with these little guys, but they're basically broken, missing parts. You can pretty much see everything for yourselves. There's a Percy which has the chassis from my original Railway Series one that I tried to do. Do you remember from my build vlog, that kind of all went to hell when I applied the clear coat. There's another Percy right there. Yeah, broken buffers and what have you on this one. There might be another Percy in here, I'm not sure. But there is a Daisy. Missing the buffers all around. I'm not exactly sure where I got this one from, but another one that's in a heavily played with condition. There's another Daisy which is a little bit better, but yeah, still got quite a few issues. There is a City of Turo. I think I got this one from Eddie as well. I know I pulled the wheels off of this for something. I don't remember what. But plan is to salvage this for a custom at some point. There is a Douglas, which I can't remember the Railway Series character that I wanted to use this for, but that's what he's sitting in here for. There's a Duck, which I think about the only thing I did with this was I robbed the face off of it. Nothing else. What else? There is the shell to a Boko, and I think this is the shell from the Boko I robbed the chassis to use for my more accurate Daisy custom that I did. There's another Edward. That would have been one from the junk heap, and again, just completely beaten and battered. Also got the massacred Edward that I got from Douglas. I'm still wondering what the hell somebody did to this thing. It's just, you know, you look at it and it's like, what happened to the poor guy? Also, well, there's another Reneas. So what? That's 3-4 of them I've had in here. There's a Bertram, which this would have been the Bertram which came in the parts, or the junk heap, I mean. But I pulled the chassis off of that for a Duke custom, and this is actually the chassis from the Duke which came in the junk heap. And then I also robbed the face off of this for something else, and I cut the funnel off for another project. So slowly this is basically whittling down to nothing. There's a Wilbert shell. Got this from Eddie, and I can actually see there's the buffer beams and such to him as well. We've also got, this would be a capsule play rail Reneas. I bought this mainly just for the face, but this has a problem too where the chassis doesn't work right. So, got a Terrence, missing the tracks, and well, that's really about it. Just missing the tracks. Actually, I think, yeah, the front axle is slightly bent on it. A little bit of paint chipping. But we've also got a wooden railway Spencer, another thing that I got from Eddie, and I just pulled the face off of it for him. Other than that, this is, well, not too bad, I guess. I got a Thomas here. There's actually quite a few Thomases in this box. This one's paint chipped, missing a buffer. Then there's this one here, which a little chewed up from the looks of things, missing some parts. But a couple Thomas shells. I couldn't really tell you too much about where these came from, but yeah, a couple shells there. Actually, this one I think might have came from Eddie, because I'm noticing the windows have been repainted on. The pile's falling over. This would have been a Diesel 10 customized into something else. Another one that I got from Eddie, and just the horrendous paint job on this. But yeah, not really a whole lot else to say about that one. We are starting to reach the bottom of the barrel. I got a Peter Sam here. Got this in to use for a Railway Series custom. Also got the shell to a James, and I can see there's the foot plate. Just put that back on there. There's another express coach. This would be a brake coach. And other than the stickers, everything else looks to be here. Plan to use that for another coach custom. We've got a iron Airy. This would have been in the junk heap, and of course quite dirty, missing a buffer. Really, if you cleaned this up, it probably wouldn't be too bad. There is a Peter Sam shell, which has been horrendously painted, and just that face is no. I don't think there is the chassis to this. City of Truro tender that I cut off for a custom and just didn't do anything with. There's a couple pieces of track in here. There's one, there's the second one. These are from that die-cast locomotive I used for my Victoria custom. We've also got a battery-operated train from Anastasia. This was a Burger King kids meal toy, basically, from, what is this, 97. There's another mail coach. This one has a broken buffer. We've also got a bill, I think it was YouTuber Jacob K referred to this as Graffiti Bill because of all the marker or crayon marks it has all over it. Threw this in here to use it for a custom, but just another one of those deals. I'm yet to get around to it. Sorry about the sudden cut there. My camera ran out. But we've also got a Henrietta here, which I got this in recently from Douglas to use for a custom. Some of you may know what I have in mind for that. But also got Sir Topham Hatt's car, and this was a piece I got from Eddie. Plan was to restore this, but I don't know if I'm really going to go through with that now. It's been sitting here so long. There's Thumper, and well, really all that's wrong with him is the arms are a little bit bent and crooked. Thumper's not really a fan favorite out there from what I've heard. There is a Subway lady toy that I robbed the face off of and smashed. And actually there's another part of that. Getting down to just little stuff now. We've got a Donald tender that I pulled off of one of the twins that I scrapped. I pulled a couple wheels off of this for something. I don't exactly remember what. Then we've got a caboose, a little pullback caboose that I got from Douglas. I've been debating about trying to throw this on an ERTL chassis and just make a ERTL caboose for the hell of it. What else? Little bits and pieces here. That would be the foot plate that I made for Nia when I first started building her, and basically just splicing two Thomas foot plates together really regret doing this. It was just a complete waste of Thomas foot plates, and I just ended up scratch building that part. Also got the what would you call it? The chassis block to Mavis. I think this is from the one that I tore down for Frankie. There is a custom duck wheel set, which some people in my last video actually were quite curious about this piece. And some of you might also be curious. Got this from Eddie. It is basically a silicone mold for the diesel or the class 40's face, which Eddie got this from, well, we'll just leave that a mystery. And I think what I might do with the rest of this stuff is just dump it out on the table and show it to you. It's taken a bit of time to make some sense of these other smaller pieces, but I think I've organized everything the best I can. This pile here is all Thomas stuff, basically wheels, pieces I cut off the die-cast shell, foot plates, side rods. This here is all Henry parts, again, wheels, side rods, things like that. There's a coupler I cut off as well. These would be either Gordon or Edward wheels, either off of the bogies or the tenders. Also got a couple Gordon buffers right there. Some pieces from the Scottish Twins, mainly just side rods and couplers. These are pieces from Daisy, buffer beams and truck sides. Then we've also got buffers from a Sir Handle. These are more pieces from those custom tankers I made. Found the other bits to Stepney, except for the one set of wheels. A couple pieces from the crane. A couple buffer beams off of a Boco. Again, that would have been from when I did my Daisy project. Side rod from Wilbert along with the cab sticker. There's also the back wall of one of the China Clay Twins, along with some buffers. A couple cow catchers from Mavis, some other bits from Lady. I have no idea where those wheels came from. Also got Peter Sam's special Giesel funnel. This would be the tower for a capsule play rail cranky. That is the torso piece to a Blockman conductor figure. I have no idea why that's in here. That's a piece from the Adventures Frankie. Got a cab sticker for a Reneas. Some random screws, no idea what they go to. Also got these bits, which came off a cheap little plastic boxcar. And then I've got quite a collection here of ERTL wheels. I think there's a couple ring-ins as well, but most of these are ERTL, and they're either off other engine characters or stock. But yeah, those are the little bits and bobs I have. And lastly, for parts of my scrapyard, there's these faces off of various characters, which you can see I've got 4 Thomas faces here, which are off of the Thomases that I've used for customs. There's one for Henry, there's a Gordon face, a James face, got a Stepney face, which looks a little battered. There's the Lady face, which is off the Restore the Magic Lady that I made. That's either Bill or Ben's face, can't remember which. Couple Mavis faces. I know one of those is off of the Mavis that I used for my Frankie custom. Couple Oliver faces. There's the face off of the Junk Heap Daisy, which I tore that down for a custom. Got a Class 40 or the Diesel face, and also got another one that I tried casting and didn't work out too well. There's a face for a Sir Handle, which is rather creepy. Also got a Peter Sam face and a Reneas face. And I'll tell you what, having these extra faces is really nice, especially when you're doing customs. And up the end of the video, this is all the parts that I have in my ERTL Scrapyard laid out. There's actually quite a few of them. And I'll give a quick recap, but basically we got a couple Thomases, which are mostly complete, along with a pile of other Thomas parts. Got a few Edwards, same with a few Henrys and a pile of parts to go with those. A few Gordons, and again, some parts with them. A couple Jameses, and one that's incomplete. Quite a number of Percys, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, Percy is a common one I usually get in. Got a single Toby, along with a duck and a chassis for him. A Flying Scotsman without the tender. Some bits and pieces of a Lady, not a whole lot left there. Got that horribly painted Diesel 10, bits of a Wilbert, City of Turo and a Tender, Iron Airy, Bluebell, D199, got the Class 40 and some faces to go with them. Did find all the bits to Stepney minus the one wheel set. Got a Boco and parts of another Boco, a couple daisies and some bits and pieces to go with those. Also got Mavis and some pieces to go with her. Got a Bill, and I'm thinking that might be pieces of a Ben now that I think about it. Couple Oliver faces, and that's all I have for anything Oliver. Got a Douglas and some Tenders and other pieces to go with him. Got quite a few Reneases and also that one there. Again, a few pieces with that. Peter Sam plus another one that's incomplete and some other bits and pieces. This is all I have for Sir Handel, just his face and a couple buffers. A couple Bertrams, which have seen far better days. A couple Tankers and some pieces to go with them. A mix of express coaches and Sodor mail coaches and pieces parts. Same with Annie and Clarabelle and the old coaches, various pieces there. A Henrietta, a Toad, Terrence, Sir Topham Hatt's car. There's also bits and pieces of the Crane and Thumper. Also got these pieces, which are not really ERTL or Thompson Friends related. They're just miscellaneous pieces that ended up in the box. The torso from the Blackman Conductor. Parts of the Subway Lady toy that I smashed. Nakiyoshi Class 40. These are various capsule play rail pieces. The Tomy Neville. A couple wooden railway pieces being Spencer and D199. And a pile of ERTL wheels. And that is basically everything in my ERTL scrapyard as of this video. And I said this last time, and I will say it again, that if you're someone that's looking for ERTL parts or you want to see about doing some customs for yourself, when you're looking for something, feel free to shoot me an email or what have you. Can't say I'll part with everything I have here, but if it's something that you're looking for and it's something I'm willing to let go, I might let you have it for a couple bucks. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. Also feel free to check out my other pages, links in the description. And I'll see you guys in another video.